And welcome back to Sunday Square Off and our election preview. Arizona Republicans have controlled state government for a decade. Will that dominance end on Tuesday? Let's go to the polls, and there aren't many of them on statewide races. For the number 2 spot in state government, Secretary of State, Democratic State Senator Katie Hobbs is in a toss-up race with Republican businessman Steve Gaynor. 45% to 44%, large number of undecided there. Now to the school superintendent race. Political newcomer Kathy Hoffman, the Democrat, in a toss-up with Republican Frank Riggs, longtime politician. Again, a large pool of undecided voters there as well. Am I making too much of the fact that in these two races you have a younger woman Democrat taking on an older Republican male? Could that be playing a role here? Because you see Ducey ahead by a lot, Mark Brnovich on the ticket ahead of January Contreras for AG by a significant amount.
Well, I think it might have to do with facial hair, because both of those male candidates have, I'm kidding.
You got me thinking there for just a second. Yeah.
No,
I thought Lori was losing it here on the air.
No, I'm just kidding. I think that this is, to a degree, the year of the woman. If you look at all of the races, from Corporation Commission, what happened in the primary for Democrats, you know, I'll safely predict that we're going to have the first female U.S. Senator from Arizona. So
okay, very good. Out on a limb there.
No, I think it's a purple trend in Arizona that has been very slowly coming. The demographics, and Trump is really just sort of moving up the timetable a little bit this year. I think the Democrats are going to have more of a presence in Arizona now down the road, mainly because the independents are going to start tilting more to the Democratic Party. That's what we're seeing in the U.S. Senate race. And when you ask us to make the predictions, my predictions will show that Arizona is going purple.
Yeah, and to be more serious about it, the group of new voters who are out there, a lot of independents, a lot of women who haven't voted in midterms before, I think that they will be swayed by the fact that these are women, that these are Democrats. I think that they're leaning Democratic in very much because of the whole Trump factor, and I think that will play well for both.
And they'll all be back in the presidential election in 20, so this purple cycle is going to continue.
And just sticking to the Hobbs race, this is a big race because four times in the last 4 decades the governor has left. We haven't had a governor serve out 2 full terms in how long? I don't know when.
Well, it was Bruce Babbitt was the last one who served 2 terms, I believe.
Not sure. So that's a big job. Can Katie Hobbs pull this off?
Yes, I think Katie Hobbs is going to win by a good 3 points, I think. I think she's going to be the next Secretary of State. And, you know, we have 12 statewide elected officials. They're all Republicans. That's going to end this year.
I think that she will win as well, and I think that you will watch next year to see how things change and what this means to Governor Doug Ducey. He's going to have a number 2 person who is of the other party. Will he leave the state in the hands a la Janet Napolitano? Look what happened to the Democrats when Napolitano left. They haven't won a statewide race since. So I think it will change the way that Ducey has to do things. But yes, I think that Hobbs will win. Okay, quickly, congressional races. CD8 is the one where the Democrats came close, Republicans came close to losing in a special election. Rematch of Congresswoman Debbie Lesko, Hero Tiperneni. Has anything changed? Will Tiperneni get closer than 5 points this time? I think that she will get closer. Whether she'll win or not, it's a tough one, because it's the people who have voted up there traditionally have been Republicans. On the other hand, 2/3 of the district are not Republicans, and as we said, there are a lot of new voters coming in. I think she's got a shot.
If you can get odds, then bet on Tiperneni. With my heart, I predict Tiperneni, but you want us to use our head this morning. Yes, I do. And my head says that because of Sun City, Lesko hangs on. It's a much older district, a strong Republican district. You're getting a lot of people turning out who did not vote in that special election. Tiperneni is a phenomenal candidate, and we haven't seen the end of her, even if she loses on Tuesday. But let me point out, I believe that I read from the Secretary of State's office that 10% of the voters who've turned in early ballots are new voters. In CD8, they lead with 14.6%, I believe, maybe 14.8%. So that's a lot of new voters. If you can get good odds, bet on Tiperneni. All right, more to come when we come back. There's a race for Phoenix mayor on the November ballot, but it hasn't gotten much attention. Plus, the battle for the Arizona State Senate. Stay with us.